Hello, is it Steve or Stephen? Steve, I watched your short video the other, I think it was this morning, on the trough. I thought, oh, he's building a little pond, and then you're like, nah, I'm joking, it's a cow trough. Brilliant. Frozen picture, no sound. No, it's not my end guard. Just check the speed and my connection. But sometimes switching the Wi-Fi off and then back on your phone tends to help with YouTube, I'm learning. Doing a Craigie yet? These tanks to water change. But we can do them later on. And here's what I don't like here. Oh, I've dropped it. Right. Emergency. Call out the fire brigade. Do not like them snails. So, I shall squish it. Then I'll offer it back and see if the Congos want to eat it. Yeah, just like that, one of them scuffed it. Get out of the grass. I often have dreams about tanks overflowing. It seems to be quite a common thing. Happened to me earlier when I fell asleep. What woke me up was my tank was overflowing, but it wasn't. Just dreaming it. Right, Volcanics, is your name your Sadie? If I'm right? But welcome. You'll often get these random streams from me. I get bored, can't sleep. It's nearly 3 a.m. in 3 a.m. in the morning and we're up to hard work. Drinking energy drinks. So it's Sadie, yes. Welcome. They are, aren't they? So these are your Phoenicogrammus, your Alistair Pistorius, and the Rhiconolatis longopinus. African Congos, yellowtail Congos basically, and the other ones. They're all African tetras. Yeah, they are, all the Congos, them shiny blue ones are all male. Ready to get some females in my tank, which I know I have money in the bank, so I can feel a little bit of an investment coming on this after this. I was at shop, I've actually been just come off Amazon. I invested in a live on air sign and some tropical fish wall arts for my room. Should make it a bit more, even more fishy. But yeah, the iridescence on them is stunning. On the yellowtail congers, the iridescence is almost lavender, whereas on the conger tetras itself, it's blue. Well, I've got everything else here, dear. I already have like my identification wall. Anything on there what I'm learning, tail patterns, fish shapes of fish, species, all that goes on there. And then I have all my posters. I wanted something there, what pops. But I have all this space as well. Ceilings are very tall up here. 10-foot tall ceilings. So I have loads of space up here. And I'm thinking, ooh, would a fish tank fixed to a wall? Thank you. Only Oscars. I've got plenty of space. I want to get a ceiling fan fitted as well, rather than a light. I just think I need to take advantage of it and get some more air circulating around the room as well. I think it'll help the room immensely. Yeah, Etsy, and have you seen the prices of some of them posters? Only Oscars. Etsy ain't cheap. No, it's Steve, it's like a well-drummed machine, my room. I like to keep it that way. I have drawers of everything I need and more. It's like I can go in a drawer right in front of me and pull out a random bag of polishing pads. Or some Indian almond leaves. Yeah, prices on Etsy. Lucky I bought the files, the shrimp poster files, and then got the photos printed on A2 and A3 on off a guy off eBay. All you do is send him a JPEG of what you want doing, and he'll put it glossy, obviously, if you charge a little bit more. So like for instance, this poster, that's a big poster, this one, and it's got a gloss finish to it, same as this one. These two cost me, I think, about £15 all in. These ones I got off GB Shrimp, Glen. That one I got off my friend Daniel. That come all the way from America. This is a guppy one. This is actually, I don't know what it does, but it's like laser engraved ink, so it makes the guppies look 3D. But posters aren't cheap. That guppy poster cost me £28 in postage alone from America. It cost me a grand total of $42. Weirdly cool. Texas cool. Thank you, Sadie. I've put like catfish crate, I put a lot of work in. I've probably put a little bit too much polishing in, but I'm forever doing something. There's no day I'm not doing nothing. Might be cleaning a filter. I rotate everything as well. I don't have set days to do stuff, because I find if I have set days, I don't stick to them. So if I rotate stuff or do stuff randomly, like, oh, I've done a water change 6 hours ago, but if I do one now, I don't need to do one again in a week. I couldn't handle them temperatures. God, the UK would shut down, I guarantee it, if we had to deal with temperatures like them. Yet to a Texan, that's the norm, or a Floridian. or any of the other warm, very hot states. There's someone I know who's selling aquarium co-op sponges. Fire Aquarium Co-op is now a distributor in the UK. I know someone who stocks them. Steve. Sponge filler's a sponge filler to me though. But yeah, shipping ain't cheap. Yeah, that's the big difference, I think. God, it's like when I go to Turkey or Spain or anywhere like that, fully prepared for it. I mean, I went to Turkey one year and it was 47 Celsius, which I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but and one day reached 52 degrees Celsius. I'll never forget it. Like the authorities in the seaside town where I was in Turkey was advising you not to walk on the tarmac roads and paths because there was actually melting. I ain't got a link off the back because I'm on my phone, so it's someone to do with shrimp, I think, Steve. I'll have to speak to GB, he knows. Glenn. He's based down south. I believe he's distributing as a seller in the UK for him. I think he's called UK Shrimp Factory. James. Hello, George. Yeah, these houses, Sadie, in winter it gets very cold upstairs, so then you can imagine in summer it gets, we have pretty much no insulation in our roofing, so when the sun beats down it gets piping hot. If we had a summer like yours here, my house would probably melt. I have a fan beside. I mean, we don't have a AC, but I have my window open 24/7, 365 days a year. Even if it's like -5 outside, my window stays open because I do not like heat. I can only sleep if I've got a fan on. Look at them Congos going for that algae wafer. They're absolute dustbins of the food world. Taking the wafer off the rabbit snail, the big rabbit snail what's come out. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. It's quite newish, James. But you can always when Glenn's about GB shrimp, you can always ask him. He knows more than I do. I just remember seeing some aquarium co-op sponges on some post on Facebook, but I can't access Facebook now. Everything's making a rare appearance in this tank tonight. Even the plecos have come out. I reckon they'll come out even more if I put one of these in. No, I might try some of that carnivore. There is a brand we get here, God, and it's for carnivores. But actually, yeah, now you think about it, it's not like a big carnivore. It's more like a smaller one. So, but they eat anything, absolutely anything, be it pleco food, any type of wafer. Yeah, you only want like the 30, 25 to 30 ppi. Yeah, the exact one that aquarium corp do. I use 30 in my man filters, and it's not too. If I used 50 in one, and it gets blocked up really quick, very fast. The less cost you sponge, the better. The more long time you get out of it before it needs changing. They were discus bred by a German company. Ah, right, okay, so discus brand food. There's quite a few, really. But I am a sucker for trying out new foods, and if them new foods are a little bit more, I don't really care, I'll pay for the quality. Because if I notice my fish are acting way better, more colourful, even breeding, I will go with them foods. There ain't many brands I had tried, but there's still a lot I need to try. Hello again, small fish. Such a great way for people to connect this, isn't it? But also now on my YouTube profile, if anybody needs to contact me regarding anything, on my description there's my email. Just an easier way to access, I guess. Get in contact, I suppose. But yeah, I've just ordered my live on air sign, so that'll be here tomorrow. And I've got some shelvings to put up with some lights on for some certain food brands. I want to light them up because I'm a geek. Like a Tetra shelf, fish science shelf, a JBL shelf. So small fish is Jacob. Welcome. Here we have the, if anyone doesn't know, we have the Congo tetras, the yellow comtail tetras, and the, I don't know the common name for the Brachyconolatus longipinis. It's the long fin sunfin tetra, but it's an African species. I've just done it for a bottle, nice cold drink. I won't drink a drink unless it's chilled. Do not like any drink at room temperature apart from coffee. I'll drink coffee cool. Oh well. Lights are out in the near Lampalagus and they're all still awake. Where am I from? I'm from the UK, United Kingdom, and I am based on the east coast of the United Kingdom. I remember. We have people on here from all sides of the world. States, Australia, Belgium, Germany, Sweden. Austria. Hello, Christy. Waiting for Craig to go live so I can become a member of his channel. I said I'd do it for a few people. It's nice to share, I guess, isn't it, you know? Every little bit of support helps. change my soft water tanks later today. And that's me all up to date. Well, a couple of filtration clean outs, but no big filtrations, like just all small little sponge filtery types, pop filters, so much easier access to cleaning. And I'm going to try and ship them move some fish on. Let's play count the fish. got to pay out £300 when I wake up. Yippee. But you just love having to pay money out. And I've got 200 English pounds for some fish. I'm thinking of getting some of the pistogrammas. A few different pairs. But now I want to build a small pond in my garden. Ooh, I love a good rib. I had ribs for my dinner yesterday, barbecue style, pork ribs. I always cover them, coat them, marinate them for longer though. And I always do cracked black pepper and a bit of sea salt on my ribs. Ribs, the way to a man's heart. Yeah, I think you're exactly. Well, it is really God, but we just got a wall knocked down between two houses, our neighbour's garden, and we've just built a 10-foot fence, and it's just kind of boxed everything in. And I'm thinking, oh, my own little private little garden pond yard type thing. No one overlooking because the fence is 10 foot tall, and it's slatted together so there's like no gaps in the fence. And we're going to cover it all in like bamboo, like sheeting type stuff. I'm even going to get some external floor paint because the garden's concrete, so I'm going to give it some colour. And you mix some sand in the paint so you get a non-slip texture for even when it rains. I did it before in an old garden. Nice pond. Maybe even an outdoor fish tank. Yeah, 10 foot tall. You need 10 foot tall fences round here, God. Well, they're not quite 10 foot. I'd say about just over 8 foot. But I was tempted to go for the full 10 foot. But then we'd start blocking us somehow. Plus I need to build a little section for my tortoise. So I've dedicated a corner in the garden where I'm going to, because it's concrete, what I'm going to do, I'm going to drill up the concrete, section it off, board it off, add some topsoil, bit of sand, make a hide, put some cage mesh in over the top so my tortoise has got, in the any warm days we get in the UK, the tortoise thing can go outside, get some natural UV. Some nice UVBD. But the fence gorge, the back garden fence onto the scrapyard, where they do what they call the old cars for parts, that's 10 foot tall. With barbed wire on the top. No one would ever get in the garden. Definitely want a pond, a little inner city pond. I want to build it up from the ground, but I want to make it look natural. I've got a few ideas going on in my head. I just need to go to the old B&Q, which your equivalent is Home Depot or whichever, Bunnings if you're in Australia. Price up some timbers. I'm not going to pay the expensive cost and buy a fabricated pond. I'm going to do my own because it's a lot cheaper. if you know how. Anyways, let's see if I can harvest some brown shrimp. They've been cooking for 36 hours, so should be okay to get some brown shrimp. Look at that. Oh yes, there's lots of brown hatched. You can see it all in my hatchery. There you go. Orange. This is how I harvest my brown guys. There's my little syringe. What I do, because all the eggs, unhatched ones, sink to the bottom, I had a syringe on, I turn the tap like that, just like that, and if you just gently pull through like that each time, where the eggs are trapped, well, they're dead shells and encapsulated eggs and stuff. There we go. So now turn my tap off, take that out, put that aside, and let's get some brown. Drain it off, scoop up the brown like so, add a bit of RO water, there's my nice desalted brown shrimp. All the excess, what's left on the net, goes down here, and this net goes like so. And this net will be good to be sanitised, because you can never be too safe. open your brand like this. Shrimp ready. Pop some more brown shrimp in. Ain't nothing that doesn't like brown shrimp. Right, I suppose I better end it here, guys. For those what have stuck by anyways. Thank you very much, and I shall catch you all on another stream, I'm sure. Oh, Mike, you've just come, and I'm going. Now I'm obliged to stay, Mike. I'll give it 10 more minutes. Been harvesting brown shrimp. I'm alright for a little bit. I won't be going to sleep there. I'm not ready for sleep yet. I've got to wait for Craig to be awake. It really is, Christine. I mean, all I do is put water straight from the tap, add a little bit of aquarium salt, like 2 to 3 spoons, small spoons full. Let that dissolve, add the brown shrimp eggs, pop an aerator in there, leave for 36 hours and you've got brown shrimp. Nothing, I don't do eating, I don't do the light to attract them, I don't do anything. And I have 2 hatcheries on the go, so after 2 days, I set another one up, so then by the time the 3rd day the first one's done, my second one is just ready, and then by the time the second one's just done, I'm setting the first one back up again. So I have fish food for like 6 days, fresh baby brown for 6 days of the week. I think that's down to my success of breeding. If the fish know, them fish breeding know there's ample food to create offspring, they will create offspring. And as you can see, ample food for these guys. These will be baby brown all day long, these. Here he is, Craig, but I've got no Facebook and I can't even create a new account because all the emails I use are linked to my old account, so they're thinking that someone's trying to mimic me, it was actually me, so they closed my account. I set up a new one, they did it again, so I'll give up. Yep. Cheers, Facebook. But yeah, Craig, if you need to contact me, Craig, on my profile, YouTube profile, on my description, there's my email address. So even if you want to send me a number, I can add it onto my WhatsApp. I can contact you then through WhatsApp if you want, if you use it, that is. Yeah, it was end. My wife, my wife stormed upstairs. What the fuck have you blocked me for? I'm like, what? I'm like, oh no, mate, can't look. 1 second, Craig. I'll write that down. There's a bloody pen when I need it. There we go. No, that's not a pen. There we are. Where are we? So that's 0, 4, 1, 2, 0, 8, 0, 5, 6, 1. Is 04, Craig? Is 04, 041 your area code, like, for Australia? Because I know WhatsApp has to put that in. But I'll try that number anyways. I'll contact you later. Just mobile number. Alright, I'll sort it out anyways. WhatsApp is WhatsApp. As long as you've got a genuine number you can contact, can't you? Like yours is 0032 49 466 30. I'll work it out, Craig. We've got 2 jobs on today. Craig, when you're live next, I'll keep a lookout because I became a member of Jeff's. I want to become a member of yours as well. Your ass is stuck to the seat. Is that with sweat? I worked it out so I could connect my bank card and not my PayPal. I said to my wife, I'm going to become a member of some channels. She's like, what are you on about? I'm like, I'm spending some cash. She's like, alright, okay. I was like, oh, okay. Still stoned from last night. Oh God. One of them where you've got rocks in your legs. Your body feels like concrete. Like when you take ketamine. So you took, did you take a little bit extra, like? This is true. Why do you think I get high? One of the only times I feel no, well, I won't say no pain because that's a lie, but only time I feel no nerve pain from my waist down from my L4 and L5 lumbar region of my spine, which is knackered. I totally forget about it when I'm heavily intoxicated with hashish. But I couldn't go to my doctor and say this. Ooh. What, on ketamine? Jesus. For anyone that ever wants to make plant rings, do you know how to separate your floating plants? Just get a bit of tubing like this. Just make a loop like that. And then put it in your tank. and it floats. So now, for instance, if I want to put any floating plants in this, just because they float away anywhere else, oh look, it does work. If I put it there, it will anyways. There we go. Homemade floating plant ring. Joey. Welcome, Joey. I do like a laugh, Joey. It's my only form of connection to the outside aquatic world, shall we say, because where I am there's not many aquatic keepers. So let's just say it keeps me connected. Well, it works, the old DIY, yeah, floating plant ring. It does what it says on the tin. Because them fancy 3D printed rings are not cheap. But yeah, Joey, I like to hog a bit of airtime. Craig's catfish is helping me. I'm doing it with his guidance. And my fish room's being expanded. Indeed, sir, indeed. Yeah, they would. Yeah, Christina would work because it's even better to use what this is 4mm water irrigation piping, what you put to water plants outside if you're in a hot country. This is just 4mm tubing, and you can actually, if you make a tube out of it like this, or use a connector, it floats even better. It lasts even longer. And if you have the floating ring in there with the plant inside, it tends to hold it up together a little bit more. I've done many little things like that before. That's how I get my floating plants going. If it's a high intense water, floating plants do not do well. But if they're in a confined space, yeah, front row seats. I'll even cook you a full English breakfast, Joey. I might even do a video, Christine, of how to make some little bits and bobs, because that might help some people actually. It's just my autistic brain, it's just full of ideas. A bottle of water. What do you want me to say that for, Mike? A bottle of water. The boxing kangaroo. I hope any of you guys are tuning in for that fight night. Or gonna look into it, because I will be. Paul Rodrigo of Predatory Fins is now fighting a guy what holds 30 belts. I think it'll be a blast, Craig. I think it'll be an absolute blast, because at the end of the day it's raising money for charity, which is the most important thing. Yeah, I watch all my MMA, all my boxing, being English. We love all fighting. I can do them live. Yeah, live, either way. Actually, live's not a bad way, because if I make a mistake, you'd see it live and you'd know exactly what not to do. But I've got a few little aquatic inventions. If all fails, some hurts. I can't say it like that. Yeah, I'll say. I tell you what, Mike. I'll say it in my accent. Bottle of water. A bottle of water. Water. Not water. Water. I drink water. I don't drink water. Water, yeah. Did you? I did. I went to boxing, and I got my head bashed in the corner. But I was 11, and the guy was 14 years. The kid was 14 years old, and he started boxing the crap out of me in the corner. I'd been doing about a week of shadow boxing and rope work. Put me in the ring, didn't they? He boxed the shit out of me into the corner, so I lost it, and he ended up sticking the nut on the kid, and wasn't no longer allowed at the boxing club. True story that. My dad took me, I'll never forget it. My dad was real disappointed in me. Bless him. I'll never forget it. Ever. These things make you. Because my dad was ex-military, he was like all wanting me to be this tough guy. And my dad did karate in Hong Kong. So my dad was quite a handy man, should we say, when I was a kid. Not so much now. Now he needs a frame. Bless him. I got the kid's nose and got into big trouble. I didn't understand why I got. But how would you at that age? Haha, you all good, mate. Get you a bottle of water. Yeah, my dad wanted me to follow his into the army, but I failed the English British Army medical on grounds of I have severe eczema, so very dry skin. So yeah, they wouldn't let me in. So that didn't happen. I then got a job, and then I worked from the age of 16 to 21. I worked in greenhouses, growing tomatoes and salads. That was hard work. Some of the rows of tomatoes to pick was about a mile long. You had 14 bays a day to do, so you had about 20 kilometres of tomato area to cover in one day. Picking tomatoes. You know, I'm sort of that proper. Do you know what you remind me of, Craig? If you shaved your head and kept your moustache, you would be Chopper. Everybody knows who Chopper is, right? Chopper Harris, is it? You could be Chopper Harris. The man, the myth, the legend. Craig, I absolutely adore. I've only ever read one book in my life, Craig, and it's the book by Chopper Harris. Yeah, that's true. Hey, yeah, you're right there. Jeff looks like Chopper Harris. Crazy in the word. Crazy in the word. What a dude. The film's class. Absolute classic film. Chopper. What a man. Get stabbed like 11 times and it still didn't put him down. That's a man. Yeah. Well, it was a, shall we say, a sandwich short of a picnic, but if you was his best friend, you was his best friend. The guy would die for you. You don't get many of them like that now. Well's gone too soft now, hasn't it? Now we live in a very snowflake society, shall we say. It's not like it used to be. But you certainly can't get away with like you used to here. Not here now anyways. That's what I mean. It's like, what? Things he did, man. Just cut my fucking ears off now. uh, Have you seen that film, Mike? Yeah, he's not. He wasn't normal. No fear. The guy had no fear. A bit like Charles Bronson. He was actually in the prison in my city until the early 2000s, but he got moved out because he took the art teacher and two prison screws hostage, and he got moved to a more secure prison. Literally, he only lived for about 7 years, literally 5 minutes from my house. Chopper, it's called Chopper. The film. Yeah, that's our madman, Charles Bronson. He'll never get out. Not now, anyway. Too old. The system owns him. Once the system owns you, you ain't never getting out. Oh, the Charles Bronson, but the new Charles Bronson movie is the best one. But yeah, Chopper. Yeah, didn't he die? Craig, didn't he move over to Tasmania? If my memory serves me. Finished off his days in Tasmania. Yeah, mate, you gotta watch it. See, I've read his books, so I kinda like know. But when his book was wrote, he was still alive, so there was none of that in the book about him getting poorly and ill. It comes to the best of people. There's no avoiding it. Yeah, but people like him did bad shit, and by doing that bad shit, made them a legend. He did a lot of the bad stuff just to gain respect. If you know, you know, you do. That is true. Oogabog. Oogabog in the house. Fish cave. Yeah, if you know, you know. Oogabog. Right guys, I'm going to get off and hopefully Craig goes live so I can go become a member of his channel. Hint hint Craig. Get them fish tank lights on. It's time to get up, man. Oh, you've got work, haven't you? No worries, guys. I'll take care. Speak to you soon. I'm sure I'll catch you soon later on then, Craig. Alright, bro. No worries. Catch you in a bit.